Good day, this is Alvin Kwa from Stratus. I'm the technical consultant for Stratus and I'm in charge of the technical aspects of Stratus solution across the region. I'm excited to be invited as a speaker for today's webinar. I'm going to share why Stratus is relevant to MES and the edge computing and how we are gaining traction on helping our customers, especially in the OT industry, solving their challenges that have been plaguing them for many of years. For a start, Industrialize 4.0 and some even say 5.0 is already around the corner. With the Industrial Industrialization 4.0 and 5.0, OT industry are striving to optimize their operation, improve productivity, and yet the solution given need to be faster, better, and of course cheaper. This is all part and parcels of the digital transformation. It is happening in today's context, especially with the COVID still pegging the world and changing the whole world, not on just the way how we do business, but also the basic human interaction. In an effort to improve productivity at the edge of the customer networks, companies are increasingly looking to technology to help them achieve such goals. Edge computing in Stratus context can be defined as computing that does not take place in the traditional data center and doesn't take place in the cloud. It is the computing that takes place at a remote plant or a branch office or some other distributed location. There is a growing trend for companies, especially in the OT sectors, to invest in more advanced computing at the edge. Why? Because of their limited bandwidth at the edge and the inherent latency and cost in long-distance networks, it makes it impractical to send data generated at the edge to the data center or the cloud for real-time analysis and not to mention decision making. More and more data is being created at the edge. Harnessing this data and quickly generating insights is seen as a pivotal role to optimize plant performance and improving productivity. But it poses a challenge. More computing and technologies knowledge are required to support each solution. Plus the fact that there are fewer people running operation at the edge location, and the ones that they are there are the ones that are typically non-IT or computer savvy. So, who's going to make sure that this computer or solution at the edge they are running critical applications continue to run? Who's going to operate them, update them, and fix the solution if they are broken? So what's needed is some way to either make people smarter or make the technology easier. Stratus can help to resolve, if not mitigate, these challenges to minimal impacts. How so? With Stratus solution, we guarantee setting out of the solution for the application in minutes using our platform, therefore reducing the time to production in a project. Easier to manage for the solution, even for OT personnel with no prior IT knowledge. And plug and play restore capability for recovery of our Stratus fault tolerance redundancy. No other action is required. What this translates to is a peace of mind for OT operators. Stratus provides the previous mentioned values to these companies by simplifying edge computing with Ztch, and by doing so, it helps customers improve productivity while reducing risk. Introducing Stratus Ztch. Ztch improves productivity through greater resource utilization by virtualizing industrial applications, so you can do more with less computing resources. Increase operational efficiency by using automation, so you can do more again with fewer human resources. The Ztch stands for Zero Touch. Stratus Ztch require less resources to deploy, operate, and maintain highly available edge computing, specifically designed for industrial edge computing workload. It is a secure, ruggedized, highly automated computing solution that delivers virtualization application quickly, easily, and reliably. Varieties of pre-integrated features and automated capabilities combined with optional support services makes it easy for both OT and IT to manage Ztch edge system on their own and reduce the risk of downtime and cyber attacks. Having said about Stratus solution, so how does Stratus fit into AVEVA solution? First, let's talk about AVEVA Edge Management Module in AVEVA Connect. What are the typical system scenarios that will make sense for AVEVA software XXX with Ztch? Small plant access location is where the Ztch edge fits the best. Data need to be analyzed near where it is generated. System need to be resilient as it is used to control the plant. Ztch edge in this case complement well with AVEVA offering. It's easy to deploy and maintain while offering fault tolerance protection at the same time. It's rugged and it can be installed near where data is generated. It is virtualized so it can run multiple machines such as SCADA server with remote desktop server and Active Directory. Ztch health can also be remotely monitored. The typical AVEVA software usually used at this location are AVEVA Edge, AVEVA Plant, SCADA, InTouch, HMI, APC, and OI server. Let's take a quick look on how Stratus solution can complement AVEVA DLM. DLM has become a key factor in improving operational efficiency, with the advantage of less downtime, increasing online delivery and energy saving, etc. etc. Hence, ensuring DLM is always available has become critical for customers. Preventing failure and guarantee utmost is a must. With Stratus Ztch, the ease of installation and deployment, there is no complexity required to achieve fault tolerance protection for DLM. And Stratus Ztch Edge has been validated together with AVEVA Edge. It has been a proven solution. A typical sizing of solutioning for Stratus Ztch Edge will involve our Ztch 110i model with a DLM central server and communication gateway. Or we can have an option of Stratus FT server for system platform control system with DLM acquiring data from via OPC. Let's take a look on the DLM architecture in the next slide. In a typical AVEVA DLM architecture, one communication gateway will enable DLM to connect to one automation network, and one central server is needed for a site or plant. For multiple site deployment, multiple central server or multiple discrete DLM systems should be deployed, one for each site. In a typical Stratus architecture together with AVEVA DLM, a central server running on Windows server is installed with Microsoft IIS. It will be served as a web server to the various team clients. A central server can have local or remote SQL instances installed, and DLM communication gateway can be provisioned in a form of multiple VM for connection to multiple automation network. I have come to the end of today's webinar. Once again, I'm thankful to be invited as a speaker, and just to recap of what our Stratus solution in a short summary. Ensuring continuous availability is at the core of what Stratus offers. The simplicity of our solution makes them even more valuable to our customer. And the fact that we prevent downtime from happening in the first place, guaranteeing data integrity, and making the overall solution return on investment even more compelling.